Hey guys, it's Reinke and welcome to my individual feedback video.
No, just kidding, it's Reinke here. Welcome to my individual feedback video. So when the team first met, we decided to run through what we're going to do as team members. So we started off by divvying up into a hardware and software team. And so to do that, I took on the software side. This was because I was quite interested in the coding side of things, and therefore I wanted to learn more about it and do a bit of work on it. I also didn't cement myself as a group leader. This was because there was someone in the team who was already a good leadership type, and therefore I was going to instead take on the role as a group decision maker. So this is outlined more in my individual reports, which I will show you guys and talk about now. In the week 4 report, there wasn't a lot to report on, just how we divided up the tasks and also some of the short-term goals that the team had set, as we were still forming our main idea. The one main fault I had in this report was not providing feedback to the team. However, I did discuss well my time management and how I was going with the project. In week 7, there was a bit more for us to talk about, especially that of my contributions to the team. We had started the process of coding, and therefore we had a few more sub-goals that we could attempt to complete to get the project rolling. This was when I believe that I started to become a valuable team member. However, I did again forget to give the team feedback. In the week 10 report, the project was finally coming together, so there were a lot more specific sub-tasks. As a team member, I felt that I was really pulling my weight, so the team didn't fall behind. Instead, we completed all of the necessary tasks, and therefore I believe that my individual work was to a good standard, and this was reflected in the team's overall performance. Now just a quick reflection on the feedback that people gave me. So there was one team member that gave particularly good feedback, and we were able to see what I could do to improve. However, a lot of the other feedback just said stuff like good and great work, as you guys can probably see on the screen right now, which was a bit less useful, but anyway, it was still something to go off. So the 3 issues that I faced mainly as a part of this project was that of 1, not ever coding before, 2, team management and them managing their time, and then 3, communication. So with the first issue and coding, I had never actually coded before and didn't really have any coding experience, so I had to learn all of that, but I backed myself to be able to do it because I'm okay with logic kind of based tasks. And so we used that to our advantage, and we understood kind of the premise of coding and how to include libraries to get different parts of the circuit integrated with our Arduino code. So the second was that of team management and time management. So it was quite hard to get team members to the same place and the same time a lot of the time. So obviously everyone's very busy and has very different schedules, which makes it a bit hard for everyone. However, we kind of made it work, and we overcome it by just trying to get as many members to the group meetings as possible, and then getting people active on Messenger during the meeting so they could portray their ideas. But this led to our issue of communication. So one that was obviously the form of Facebook Messenger makes team communication a bit harder. This is because there's not always you can get your message across very easily, and secondly there was a language barrier in terms of communication. So we had 2 international students in the group, and that meant it was a bit harder for us to communicate with them and for them to get their ideas across, because we're pretty sure they would have good ideas, but sometimes they just would not be able to communicate them to us. Yeah, so that's our 3 challenges that we faced. So to just reflect and conclude upon the process, I believe that it was useful in that we could tell our group members what we were doing and if we thought we were doing enough work, and have them know where we thought we were at. So if we thought we weren't doing enough, that they would understand that we thought maybe we should be doing more, and vice versa. However, it was a bit painful having to do this every few weeks and trying to remember really quickly what we had done. So what I do have, what I've learned from this course and what I'm happy to learn this course is that engineering can actually be pretty fun. So we got to do this whole project and put something to people that looked like an actual foreseeable project with things we'd learned, and it was pretty cool, like just saying having an integrated technology system, like making a mini app. That was pretty cool for us. Yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope I didn't bore you too much, though I probably did. And yeah, cheers for the course. It's been a good time.